Hi, my name is Rhea Manley, and I am a poet and literature and language teacher based in Kingston, Jamaica. I'd like to share a little bit today about my experience with and my love for the Drawing Room Project. I would say that I first began attending Drawing Room Project meetings in 2015, and then subsequently have enrolled in several of their weekend long workshops where you would work directly with a usually very prominent Caribbean author. Um, in 2016, we were working with Professor Baugh for the whole weekend. Subsequently, in 2017, we were working with Olive Senior for Conversations in the Heart of Trelawney, and then we had a self-discovery summer series. I attended the workshop with Roland Watson Grant for What's Your Story. Apart from that, it's kind of just been meetings. But I would say there are several things that there's so many things to get out of these drawing room project retreats, as well as through the meetings and with community, that I would say are significant. Not so visible at the surface, in addition to the craft and the confidence that you can build in having a voice that is, well, a writing voice rather, that is based in and grounded in the Caribbean and not kind of as influenced by external poetics. So you have the benefit of having that kind of context and information provided to you, as well as, I would say, the friendships that are formed in this community and through these excursions. When we go on these retreats, it's not simply limited to nonstop workshops with a focus on craft. They usually also involve something, that speaks to the history of wherever it is that we are. So we would focus on maybe a day of drumming or involving ourselves in the culture, perhaps a nature walk, a tour of where it is that we are, so we can get more context about the physical space where we are, where it is that we're writing. And in addition to that, we have community together, usually delicious meals where we have conversation and we have a lighter experience and moment that is not simply just kind of focused on craft and grinding out work or a poem or something to that effect. The friendships that I've made, especially on the longer retreats, have been immeasurable in value. Especially, for instance, if you, I have several people who I've shared a room with on these retreats who are now, through that space of community and spending time in addition to the workshop. Though these are now some of my dearest friends, with friendships that have spanned near to a decade at this point in time. And in addition to that, just simply being a part of this community allows us the opportunity to root for each other when our work is published, to cheer each other on, to encourage each other to enter and submit to various different opportunities, to give each other feedback on our work in the context of our workshops. And I think to just sort of be supportive and a familiar face in the writing space and the poetry spaces and things to that effect. It's done so much for my writing journey. I think I feel a lot more confident about writing here. It's introduced me to a number of people and a community that I don't think I was necessarily very aware existed prior to working with the Drawing Room Project, and it has resulted in me becoming a published author. Not my own collection as yet, but I've been shortlisted for the Edward Baugh Poetry Prize twice, and I'm currently a Bocas Breakthrough Fellow, and a lot of that, I believe, is is due to the credit of the Drawing Room Project and the admirable work that they put into building Caribbean literature in tandem with others who are also making this effort. But there's something particularly special about the Drawing Room Project and the very welcoming and pleasant way that those who lead this organization do what they're doing. So, yes, just expressing gratitude.